Hello and welcome back to Lamatique. I have a couple more junk journal flip throughs for you today. Today I have these beautiful butterfly and flower like field journals. So let's take a look at the blue one. There is a dangle here. It is a shorter dangle. It's got some beads there, dragonfly, a little glass leaf, a resin flower, a snail, pine cone, resin rose, little Tim Holtz coin there. It says Lucky, another little flower. That's all attached on the larger lobster claw. And I put it on the front with a little binder clip like I usually do. So this book has this pretty butterfly fabric on the cover. Some darker blue fabric and some white ribbon on the spine there. On the front here, this is removable, and then it's just a little see-through piece of acetate. You can put whatever you want on there, and that slides in and out at the top. And on the side, that slides in and out, and you can write whatever you want there. Little flowers and gem detail. Enclosure is a piece of elastic here with a knot in it. So if you watched last week's, I did the pirate journal, and there was a one card in there, and I said, I just want to sit and do this all day long. That's kind of what I did in this journal. It's a lot more decorated than what I usually do. So here's the inside cover. Then here I did a bunch of beautiful collage pages in this journal to give it that field journal feel. So there's a lot of stamping and sewing and stickers, smaller little paper. And I did leave a lot of blank space because I wanted to decorate a lot, but I also wanted to leave a lot of space to write. So I have a lot of very decorated pages, so I left some not as decorated or blank. This one's not as heavily decorated, but still very decorated. Here. And here's just a print of a vintage butterfly card. On the hand-dyed paper, I printed that on hand-dyed paper. This is the 24 pound, so it is a little nicer. Butterfly coloring book page. Here I have a little sheet of butterfly stickers. And this beautiful collage. And then here's a pocket. In the pocket, there's 2 or 3 of these sheets. I've got 3 of these sheets with the blue and a little bit of pink on the bottom there. I've got 3 of these sheets that say this week. 2 of these little flower note pages. 2 of these little note pages and 3 different colored index cards to match the colors I've used in the book. Get that all back together there. Over here, there is a couple, well, there's a little flower sticker and a couple pieces of tiny ephemera. This note paper with the butterflies all over it. Very pretty paper. Then we have another one of those collage pages. It's collaged onto scrapbook paper. There's the back side of that. And we have some of this pink graph paper, and everything is a little there. Okay, then there is a little print of a vintage flower diagram, and just some off-cut paper. And that hand-dyed blue paper. This is like one of the ones I made in the pirate journal that kind of made me really want to do this in all the collage pages. The back does have some writing space for you. Coloring book page with the tulips and ladybugs. Here there is a faux specimen. There's not a lot of collaging on this page since it had the flower print. Here's the other side of that specimen, the butterfly. This little pink, little piece of pink lined paper. Graph paper, another vintage print. On the hand-dyed paper. This was just some really neat paper I had gotten from the thrift store. But it does have like a tear line, and it had that old printer style. But I thought that was neat, and it kind of went in here with the like field journal kind of feel. Another collage on scrapbook paper. So there's some stamping on there, and you can see the sewing from the next page. And there's the inside. A couple tiny pieces of ephemera. Here is the middle. There's a big butterfly sticker there for you. The middle is a book page, a garden book page. Also, I made this bookmark. And if you see there's a little eyelet there, you can use that to take your charm off the bolt clip and put it onto your, give me a second here, using the wrong hand, and then put that onto your, to your bookmark instead. So your dangle can be attached to your bookmark. So I thought that was kind of a neat idea, because I know with just a little clip on the front, it's kind of hard to keep it with the journal or that. But so I thought that was neat to put the little bolt clip so you could put your charm, and your charm would dangle out the side of the book for you. Or the top of the book, I mean. And I thought that would be pretty. More collaging. Stickers and prints and stamps. The other side of that collage page. Another little collage I made. One second. Another print on the back side of that hand-dyed paper. Another little printed vintage diagram. Side of the graph paper. That little piece of pink paper with the white lines. Faux letter. Faux letter. More collage on that page. There's a little bit of blue spraying on the background of those. Just a little bit of collage on that because the flowers were so much. I didn't want to overwhelm. Little print. The other side of the coloring book page. Hand-dyed paper. The other side of this collage paper page. I love that. Butterfly, so pretty. Butterfly paper. Over here we have a couple tags. Here are some more stickers for you to use in the book. So there's a flower sticker, some little label stickers, butterfly. This is printed on sticker paper. Some more stickers, and then a couple label stickers, plant stickers, label stickers. Just some extras. There is a lot of decorating in here, but I always like to include some extras for you to decorate yourself. A couple sheets of the little blue paper. There's 2 sheets there. A paint chip with some green colors. 2 pages of this note paper with the flowers. And then 2 of this with the butterfly. Roll back in the pocket. Try to put it back in there nice. Nope, I think that was slid in between the 2, wasn't it? There we go. On this side, there's more collaging. I just love how all the collages came out in this book. Here is a collage time card. And then the back is plain for journaling. So I think there's a lot of space to journal still, even though I did decorate a lot more than usual. The other side of the butterfly. Coloring book. It's a print on hand-dyed paper. Collaging. Here's a photograph of some ducks. Geese. Tiny ephemeras. And a picture of some geese. Thought that kind of went in here because it was nature and outdoorsy. Graph paper. There's a butterfly sticker and a couple index cards that have been dyed and stamped. More of the collage. The other side. I love how all these collages came out. Over here we have another faux specimen. And in the pocket here, I have like a little faux specimen kit. There is a couple little faux specimen cutouts. The little windows, little folder windows, some die cut flowers and a couple stickers, a butterfly and some flowers. There are some pieces of acetate in there. There are like 2 pieces, way more than enough that you would need to make complete these 2 little specimens, but I wanted to give a little extra in case you made a mistake or that. Extra is always nice, just in case you change your mind. Another one of those little cards. A greeting or a note card. Little book page. It had some cute little butterflies on it. Offcut of some ladybug paper. A little piece of paper with looks like dandelions on it. And then a couple pieces, like this one's a little thicker and that one's a little lighter of paper for to use inside the journal. So I think that came out really nice. I really enjoyed making these. It was really fun to do all the collages. I really enjoyed the collages. Okay, 1 second and I will get the other one. Okay, so we have the yellow one. Could be kind of the same deal. There are beads, a butterfly, resin rose, a resin flower, a leaf charm. Where am I at? A little bug charm, the glass leaf, another one of those little Tim Holtz. This one says happy, and a little flower. I think I showed you all of them. And here is the yellow cover. You're going to get the same deal with the little piece of acetate you can remove, and the same thing here. This one has a lace on the spine and a black fabric. Same on the back. And again, you can remove that too as well. Then there's just some little decorations. So we got the same kind of front. That beautiful, I love how these collages came out. I really like this one. The other side, little note paper, graph paper, another collage. These collages are all done on scrapbook paper. Your print on hand-dyed pink paper. This is the same coloring page as the last one with the butterflies. Over here, there is a page of flower stickers. Instead of butterfly stickers, this one has flower stickers. There's your collage on that page. Over here, a couple tiny pieces of ephemera, a flower sticker. Here we've got 3 of these with the days of the week. I think this is 2 of these to-dos. 2 of these with the flowers again. 3 index cards, different colors. And a couple of these little note papers. You still got a bunch of little note papers and everything in these books. Just a little more decoration. That pink paper again. Yellow graph. Another collage. Backside. Some offcuts again. This one has butterflies. This one is an offcut of the scrapbook paper. A little piece of paper. Another one of those cards, the vintage prints on the hand-dyed paper. Here's another one of the collaged index cards. That is the back, so there is room to write on the back. Coloring book page for this one with the flowers. Butterflies on the back. Another collage there. And on the back side as well. Some spraying and stamping and stickers. This note paper with the flowers. Another print on some hand-dyed paper. One of those pages again. Collage. Here's the other side of that collage. A couple tiny ephemeras. Butterfly sticker for this one. Oh, I lost a butterfly somewhere. I have to look around. This is the bookmark for this one, and it still has the little eyelet, so you can put your charm on there instead of on the front cover. There's your garden page in the center of this one. More collaging. There still is room to write on some of these collage pages. Or, you know, you could put your own photos. A little collage postcard I made. Hand-dyed paper. It looks like moths on the side. Graph paper, note paper, faux letter. And it opens up to plenty of writing space. There's the collage on that page. Here is a little faux specimen, butterfly on this side. On this side, it is a little red leaf. This is just a print, so you can move that around. Make your own little collages with it. The other side of the flower coloring page. Hand-dyed paper. Collage. Another beautiful collage. I really enjoyed doing these collages. It was a whole lot of fun to do. So over here we're going to have some more stickers, and they're going to be similar to the other one. Got a butterfly, a flower, that's like a layered sticker, a couple labels, so kind of similar to the ones in the last one, just different colors to match this book. You got a couple of the little pink paper, a paint swatch, a chip, 2 pieces of this little note paper with the bird on the bottom, and 2 pieces, is it 2? It feels like 3. Is it only 2 of the green? It might be only 2 of the green and pink pages. Time card collage. More collage. I really enjoyed doing all these little collages. It was so much fun to just kind of create. I was kind of obsessed for like 2 days straight making collage pages. Over here there's a couple more tiny ephemeras again. Little labely kind of things. Picture of some plant life. Purple flowers growing through it. I thought that was really pretty. Oops, bumped the camera. On the other side, there is a couple hand-dyed and stamped index cards and a little butterfly sticker. The other side of that, yellow. More collage. More collage. And then here's a faux specimen here again. It's got a red leaf. And then this is going to be your little specimen kit. There are 2 different little specimens, the one with the double window and single window. More little die-cut flowers, a little butterfly sticker, and flower sticker. So you can make your own little specimen cards. Another little card with a vintage print. Note card with the butterflies. It was so pretty. And the envelope. Another little page with some butterflies or moths on it. I thought was cute. A piece of that ladybug. A little piece of scrapbook paper. This is a heavier paper, and this one is lighter. So again, a bunch of little scraps for you to make your own little collages or specimen cards. It's all tucked away in the back there. So it is quite chunky with everything in there. But if you remove stuff, it would get thinner. I think this was, I want to say about 20 pages, each one of them. But I really enjoyed making them. I hope you enjoyed watching the flip through. Maybe some inspiration for you. Maybe you just enjoy watching the little flip through, but I hope it was kind of inspirational, if nothing else. And, you know, go out there and collage, because it is a lot of fun when you just kind of just start and do it. I like this sticker, stick it here. I like this image, I'm going to stick it there. Stamp where you want to. It kind of comes together on its own, you know, once you just start doing it. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I hope you will come back and watch again. Like, subscribe. Thank you for watching.